Okay, now that we got the scary-ass Chuck Mangione crap out of the way, how's it going, folks? And welcome to yet another episode of Stupid Pedal Tricks! Ha ha! I'm your host, Pink Jimi Photon, resident madman, here in scenic, sunny Manch Vegas, Connecticut. And today's attractive little device is a pedal that was called the... It's basically a modification of the classic Jordan bosstone. This one's called the bossTbone. Do not confuse it with Boss Pedals Corporation. There's no affiliation between the bossTbone and Boss Corporation owned by Roland Corporation. So, anyways, not that they don't make excellent products. I use Roland and Boss stuff all over the place and all the time. I love them. Thank you for all that you've done for us musician weirdos. But anyways, this one here, somebody took a bosstone and they decided to add a sag control to it. What a sag control does is it limits the amount of voltage that can get to the circuit. And as you lower the voltage, all kinds of weird things start to happen. And we're going to explore that just a little bit quickly, because, I mean, I've done 3 or 4 of these things in a row and I need a break. Anywho... right now, oops, the attack control, which is actually on this one labeled tone because I recycled some guitar knobs. You got the attack control, which controls how hard the signal going into the effect, you know, hits the circuit. Next up, you've got volume, which obviously is volume. This here, this little black button here, is a gain boost switch. What it does is it shorts the emitter of one of the stages directly to ground instead of the small resistor that's there. And when you directly ground the emitter of a transistor, you get the most possible gain out of that transistor, which, of course, gain equals volume, and volume in this context equals distortion, and distortion equates to fuzzy goodness, which, as we all know, I'm a huge fan of. So anyways, and finally, you have this chicken head here. And what that is that's a voltage sag. Right now, it's about halfway up. And as you adjust that, you get all kinds of crazy tones that'll start happening. You heard it as I was coming in. The volume was on about 6. The sag control was about halfway up. The volume was just maybe at unity. It gets loud, which is good, because you need loud sometimes to be able to cut through a band. It's weird, though, because if you have your pedal too loud into a distorted amp, it'll make you sound quieter out front. If you want your pedals real loud, you want to have a clean amp to go and reproduce that, because otherwise all you do is compress the signal more. I've seen a lot of guys that take fuzzes or overdrives, put it in a Marshall, and then wonder why it sounds like fizz, you know? I mean, it's like you need mid-range. Just a clue here, guys. But you also, you know, there's only so much distortion that you can add. Once you clip the signal, that actually compresses it. It clips the peaks off. It's just going to get more compressed. Okay, so the best you're going to really hope for in terms of a volume boost, if you're running a distorted amp, is going to be pretty much having it real close to unity gain. I mean, it'll change the tone, but you don't want to lose volume. So enough, you know, of that kind of preaching crap for the moment, you know. I'm going to move this thing around a little bit so it don't die on me. Anyways, let's see what it sounds like a little bit. Okay, I'm going to turn the volume controls now about halfway up, and I'm going to turn the sag control all the way up, and of course the distortion attack control. Fuzzy goodness. Nice sustain. Oops, I screwed that up. Don't tell anybody, all right? We're gonna hit the gain boost. We'll turn it off. It's subtle, but it's there. Great sustain. We're going to turn the thing full blast. And now we're going to sag it out. I'm going to turn this down all the way at first so you can hear what it sounds like. Sounds kind of like a pulse width modulation pedal by Tim Escobedo. We're going to turn the gain control off. What the hell was that? Going to turn the drive down a little bit. Got to pick hard to get it to work. Got to pick every note, and it's not going to sustain. We're going to turn it up a little bit. And turn the tone control down. Give it a little bit, turn the gain back on. Starting to sound brassy there. Now see, this thing here was designed actually when the guy did this, trying to get a trumpet sound. It's almost there. Give it a little bit more juice. Just a little bit more. Got to play with it a little, get the sweet. Really hard. It's hard to dial in that trumpet sound. It's like it's somewhere in there on your guitar. Single coils help. Ooh, my phone's making noise. Single coils help. I haven't played with it enough yet to like explore all the possibilities. But I have gotten that trumpet sound. It's almost like if you dial it in just right, and I'm not going to keep screwing around with this and wasting your time and mine. When you dial it in just right, you get the sound. It's almost like a cheesy Casio organ kind of trumpet sound. You know, I don't know any trumpet songs, so that's the closest I can get. That's actually supposed to be a flugelhorn. But I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm not going to waste your time anymore. Anyways, that's the bossTbone, not to be confused with a boss pedal T-bone. This is a bosstone, but it's been T-boned. Okay? Great sounding pedal. You can find the effect on doityourselfstompboxes.com or freestompboxes.org, I think. Google is your friend, of course. Thanks for watching this episode of Stupid Pedal Tricks. As usual, you have the stupid pedal, which today, of course, this one hasn't gotten sharpied up yet either, is the amazing bossTbone. Okay. You got the stupid guitar, and you got the stupid guitarist. I'm Pink Jimi Photon. Thanks for tuning in. Have a sparkling evening and a wonderful day. And I'll see you next time, because there's always more of these things, man. It's like they just keep coming, man. They just keep coming, more and more and more of them, man. Like I seen things and like stuff, man, and I seen the future, man, and it's like, you know what? The future's got a lot of fuzzy goodness. Ha ha ha. All right, enough of my insanely, ridiculously boring ass. I'll see you guys all soon. Be excellent to each other. All right, peace.